Southwest Planks, and welcome to our first video. The purpose of our videos are going to show you new products we get in on our website at southwestplanks.com, and also to give you tips so you can make sure that your customers get quality products. So let's get started with our first product, Light from Southwest Planks. Today we're going to go over a new product we just got in. It's a 40-ounce rainbow coated tumbler. You can see the colors on this tumbler. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and give you some tips on how to engrave this, so to have it make sure it comes out like this. So that's one we just did. So we're going to go ahead and give you some tips, kind of the steps we take at Southwest Planks to engrave our products. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach us at southwestplanks.com or email us at southwestplanks@gmail.com. So let's get started and go to our first step. Okay, so once you get your handle off your tumbler, what we recommend here at Southwest Planks is to put blue tape around your tumbler. And what this will do, it will show you the design that you're going to engrave on your tumbler without ruining your tumbler. And what we recommend is high speed, low power. Based on your laser, most lasers with the high speed, low power will work. And what you want to see is a nice white residue over the tape. And what it'll do is it'll give you the design and allow you to see where you need to tweak some of your pattern, if it's overlapping, if it's too far apart. This is where you can make those adjustments before you go to the final product. So let's go ahead, and what we're going to do for us, we're going to go ahead and engrave this pattern on this tumbler. So this sunflower, we're going to go ahead and engrave it on this tumbler. We're going to show you what it looks like after we engrave it on the blue tape. And then once there, like I said, we can go ahead and tweak it and then go with the final product. So let's go right to it. Okay, so we got our pattern all set. One thing I recommend is to make sure your cup is tilted. So you want to make sure that your lens, we use a 10mm lens to engrave the 40-ounce, the 30-ounce, a lot of those cups, just because it gets the depth of it, and you want to make sure the engraving is very crisp all the way through. So if you have a 10mm lens, I recommend it. 6mm might not work, especially those tabs on some of the cups that have the handles. So we recommend here at Southwest Planks 10mm lenses. Make sure when you're putting in your rotary that it's tilted. When we use a lever, we make sure that it's toward the side of it and not the center, so you have that nice angle. So when your laser goes over it, you're going to go over the tabs and be able to hit that nice depth that you're looking for. Like I said, a 10mm lens for us works really well. So let's go ahead and engrave this test, and we'll show you what it looks like. Okay, we're in the middle of the engrave right now with the blue tape. You can definitely see the pattern coming. This is exactly what you want to see, that nice white engrave that's briefly just, engraving over the blue tape, but leaving enough so you can see the design. So let's go ahead and finish this, and we'll show you what it looks like after we're all done. Okay, we just finished with the engrave on the blue tape. Let's go check it out. Okay, so as you can see, engraved really nicely around the cup. Now, what we usually do, we usually put a little pencil mark to kind of see where we started. I usually start seams around the handle. You can do whatever you want based on your design, but this is where you kind of want to tweak it because ours is overlapping just a little bit. So this is where you can tweak it, meaning if it's overlapping, you got to move it. Take a tape measure and use millimeters aside, and go ahead and start showing where your design is versus where it overlapped, and then subtract that from your total. So if your width is 310, say, go ahead and subtract whatever millimeters you have overlap, minus that to separate it. Same thing if it's too far apart, make sure that you add to it versus subtracting it. So well, once again, this came out really nicely, and as you can see, our seam is overlapping just a little bit right there. So we're gonna just adjust that, and once again, that's probably maybe like 4 millimeters. I would definitely use this blue tape method because it will definitely save you time, save you money by not ruining a cup before you have to throw it out or even strip it. But definitely use this blue tape because it'll save you a lot more time and money, and it gets you to see where your design actually lay out when you do the design. So looks like we're going to just adjust it a little bit, and then we'll go to the final product. Okay, we're right in the middle of the engrave right now. As you can see, it's engraving really nicely all the way up to the seam on top and in the bottom. So make sure that those are correct when you're doing your engrave. Like I said, use millimeters. But all that dust you're seeing from the engrave, we're going to show you after we're done here how to clean those off and see what the final pattern looks like and go from there. So let's continue this and see how that full wrap came out. Okay, so we just finished engraving the cup. So go ahead and take a look, see how it looks. Okay, so there's the cup right here. As you can see, it's got that dust over it for the engrave. That is very normal, and this is why we're going to show you how to clean it next. But you can see that when we look at the seam there, we moved it a little bit further apart with millimeters. That's why that blue tape comes so in handy, so to make sure that you engrave your cup perfectly for your customers, so that you can not waste the cup. As far as cleaning it, so what we use here at Southwest Blanks and what we recommend is to use LA Awesome. So this works great. I would wash it first, use LA Awesome, and then after that, Dawn Dish Power Wash. This actually gives it a nice shine. So what we do is wash it, use LA Awesome, and then wash it again, and use this. And what we usually do to clean it off when you use those, magic eraser. This thing, it works wonders when you're cleaning your cup. LA Awesome, when you spray it, clean it with this, rinse it, clean with a power wash, and like I said, that power wash gives it a nice shine, so you can kind of get, especially this cup, you get that rainbow color shining through the cup. So let's go ahead and clean it, and then what you want to dry it off with is a nice lint towel. So if you don't want to scratch it, so make sure you get a nice lint-free towel so that you don't have any issues, you don't have any scratches on it. That's why we like to make sure that we use a towel that is scratch-free, so you don't leave any scratches with your customer's cup. So let's go ahead and clean this, and we'll show you the final product. Okay, so here's the final product. As you can see, came out really nice. You can see that rainbow color coming through the cup there and the powder coating. So this is exactly what you want to see as you after you engrave it. The seam, you can't even see where it's at. So depending where your design's at, like I said, I usually put it around the handle, but based on your design, you can put wherever you want, as long as the seam connects to each other. So you won't even, the customer won't even be able to tell, and you'll have a beautiful product. So we also have these in black. So there's black ones and white ones on our website at southwestblanks.com. We also carry 30-ounce and 20-ounce rainbow color. So check us out at southwestblanks.com. Any questions, please email us at southwestblanks@gmail.com. Otherwise, thanks for watching.